A birthday party. You're 7 years old. As you blow out the candles, you make a wish. I wish they would see me, but no one is looking. Mom is on the phone in the kitchen. Dad isn't there, as he never was. Your brother is busy with his own friends. You're there, but no one sees you. And in that moment, something breaks inside your small mind, silently, because you don't need to scream to break. Sometimes the deepest wounds open in the quietest moments. The unloved child. This phrase feels heavy, because maybe your parents loved you, but you didn't feel the love. And for a child, love that isn't felt isn't love at all. Today we'll talk about the adult wounds of the unloved child, because the love you didn't receive in childhood is carved into your relationships today, how you see yourself and your beliefs about life. And maybe for the first time, you'll understand yourself, because it wasn't your fault. It never was. When we talk about the unloved child, we usually think of physical neglect or overt abuse. But the most common and least discussed thing is emotional neglect. Emotional neglect isn't an active thing. It's passive dismissal. A parent who isn't present for you. A family that ignores your emotions. A system that says you're overreacting when you cry. Does this hurt as much as physical violence? No. But with one difference, the wound is invisible. And this makes it more dangerous, because the child thinks, if my pain isn't visible, maybe it's not real. Maybe I am overreacting. And this is how it starts, invalidating even your own pain. Alice Miller, in The Drama of the Gifted Child, says, the child represses their own feelings to meet the emotional needs of their parents, and over time they become alienated from their own emotions. This is what the unloved child does. They ignore their own needs, because those needs were never met. Maybe everything was provided physically, food, shelter, school, but emotionally, emptiness. Here are the signs of the unloved child. 1. I am not enough. Belief. You always feel insufficient. No matter what you do, it's not enough. Because as a child, you tried to earn love, but no matter how hard you tried, it didn't come. And now as an adult, you're still trying to prove yourself. 2. Hyper-independence. You say, I don't need anyone, but this isn't strength. It's a protective mechanism. As a child, when you expressed your needs, they weren't met. Now, not needing feels safer. 3. Testing love. You constantly test in relationships. Do they really love me? Because in childhood, love was unreliable. 4. Emotional numbness. Not feeling was your survival method in childhood. Now you want to feel but can't. 5. Overachievement or underachievement. Either you do everything perfectly, I must prove my worth, or you do nothing, no one cares anyway. The unloved child, when they become an adult, lives with a love hunger. This hunger appears in their relationships. Codependency. You lose yourself, because if you make them happy, maybe they'll love you. But in the end, no one loves you, because the you that needed to be shown got lost. Anxious attachment, constant fear of abandonment. Will they leave? Will they abandon me? Because in childhood, you were emotionally abandoned. Now every relationship is a threat. Avoidant patterns. You run when someone gets close, because closeness, our pain. In childhood, love hurt. Now you avoid love. People pleasing. You try to please everyone, because if you make them happy, maybe they'll see you. But in the end, no one sees you, because what you're showing is a false self. John Bowlby, founder of attachment theory, says, the child forms a model of the world from the love they receive from their parent. If they don't receive love, the world is an unsafe place. The unloved child lives in this unsafe world, even as an adult. Here's the most painful question. Why couldn't they love you? Because the child always thinks, there must be something wrong with me. But the truth is, it wasn't your fault. It never was. Maybe your parents were struggling with their own trauma. Maybe they were unloved children too. Maybe there was mental illness. Maybe addiction. Maybe they just didn't know how to love. But none of these are your fault. Gabor Mate says, the child would rather lose themselves than lose their parent. And that's what you did. You lost yourself. because you couldn't afford to lose them. But now you're an adult, and it's time to come back. As a child, you deserve to be loved, and as an adult, you still do. So what now? You can't change the past, but you can change today. 1. Validate your pain. The first step is to stop saying, "It wasn't that bad, it was bad, bad enough," because a child deserved to be loved, and you didn't get it. You need to say this: "I didn't deserve this. I was just a child." 2. Reparent yourself. What your parents couldn't give, you can now give yourself. Turn to the child inside you. Tell them, "I see you, I hear you, and I'm with you." This isn't just words. Practical steps. Speak kindly to yourself. Meet your needs. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to cry. 3. Relearn love. Love isn't performance. Love is unconditional acceptance. And learning this takes time. Because all your life you learned that love must be earned. But now you know, love isn't earned, it's deserved, and you already deserve it. 4. Get therapy or support. This journey isn't walked alone. A therapist, a support group, a trusted friend. Because the unloved child shouldn't be alone anymore. Bessel van der Kolk in The Body Keeps the Score says, "Healing isn't forgetting the past, it's making peace with it." You can make peace with your past, but first you need to acknowledge it. You were an unloved child, but you don't have to be an unloved adult, because now you can love yourself. And maybe for the first time, that will be enough. You were a child who deserved love, and now you're an adult who deserves love.